Detroit attorney Ven Johnson trotted out new evidence today in his civil lawsuit involving the shooting death of Patrick Lyoya by a Grand Rapids police officer. He's brought in police training experts in an attempt to bolster his case against the city of Grand Rapids, its police department, as well as former officer Christopher Schur. Local 4's Rod Maloney is live tonight with this story. Rod.
Yeah, you know, Johnson and Crump are saying, look, we have a case and we want to move it forward, but they have a problem in that the city of Grand Rapids is saying we have governmental immunity, you can't sue us. So they've gone to a federal judge in Kalamazoo looking to see what's to become of this. And Ven Johnson says he has the evidence that he thinks can change the judge's mind.
The shooting death of Patrick Lyoya last year came after a traffic stop. Johnson and Crump spent an hour and a half painstakingly going through the available video, showing though Lyoya resisted arrest and his autopsy showed his blood alcohol level tested at 3 times the legal limit, the stop should never have happened at all.
This is simply a case of driving while black. We don't ever need to let that issue get swept under the rug, because our experts are going to tell you there were so many reasons why this was unjustified.
Johnson and Crump hired 2 well-known police training experts whom both they claim found Officer Christopher Schur did not follow any of his training and decimated Lyoya's civil rights by shooting him in the back of the head. Before that, the video shows Schur fired his taser twice at close range instead of backing up 7 feet from the suspect.
Absolutely. Had he followed his training, more likely than not, Patrick probably would have complied. If not, he would have then been tased, he would have fallen down, and the whole encounter over.
Patrick Lyoya's father, Peter, expressed his family's sadness.
Patrick has been killed. And when I think about the officer, the murderer that will murder my son, and is at home with his wife and children, and Patrick is buried, that hurt.
Now, you'll remember that Ven Johnson had a case in the Oxford school shooting, and Oxford had claimed that there was governmental immunity, and the state judge in that case, or actually the Oakland County judge, ruled that they did have governmental immunity. But Johnson believes that when he goes to federal court in the near future, that he thinks he can convince the judge to change that ruling and go in his favor. Back to you.
Rod, do we know when the case will be heard, if at all?
Well, that's the thing. Johnson said, look, win or lose, this thing is going to end up getting appealed. Okay, so if he loses, he'll appeal. If the folks in Grand Rapids lose, they're going to appeal, and that's probably going to take another year. So it's going to be a long time before we know whether this thing actually moves forward or not.
Yeah. Okay, Rod, thanks.